You're watching the Brother Henry and You Show.
Engaging. Informative. Inspirational.
Enjoy today's program.
Welcome back to the Brother Henry and You Show. This is your host, Henry Harris. We're going to go into part 4 of our series, Procrastination. I've been enjoying and coming to you, sharing with you about this. Hopefully it has pushed you into your purpose, into your destiny, and what you want to be and accomplish in your life. Today is going to be a very great message. I really enjoyed writing this message out because I was there at one time between regret and procrastination, and they do have a connection with each other. They do have a relationship with each other. So that's going to be our message for today in part 4, called the relationship between regret and procrastination. What would it be like? Or what would it be like to be able to look into the future? I'm asking you this question. And realize that everything that you put off, now you got to pay attention to this. Everything that you put off, everything that you delayed, that the opportunity that could have worked out for your good. You talk about disappointing. You talking about devastating. You're talking about discouraging. I want you to think real deep about that before I even go any further in this message. What if you can look into time and everything you said no to, everything that you put off, everything you procrastinated about, you looked into the future and say, man, if I hadn't gave up, if I would have just followed through, that's what I would have been today. I would have been a doctor. I would have been a lawyer. I would have been a police officer. I would have been all these things. A school teacher. That's where regret comes in at. That's why I said there's a relationship between the two. Now, I don't know how you answered that question, but if we were able to look into time, would we still hold off on things? If you could see it, would you still procrastinate? I wouldn't. Many of us wouldn't be where we're at today if we weren't persistent or consistent in what we're doing. But these days, many people are not. I believe this message today is going to encourage you to just look into time. You may be in a career right now. You may be doing something right now that you want to accomplish, some big goals and dreams you may have. Look into time and see yourself doing that, rather than giving up and then looking to the future saying, hey, if I hadn't gave up, I would have been that. That's where regret comes in at. The main focus of this message is to encourage you not to fall into a place of regret. Now, many of us regret a lot of things. We regret people that we may have married. We regret maybe business decisions we made. We may have regret some mistakes that we've made in our lives. Regret is never a comfortable place to be in. So procrastination and regret, they are strongly connected. And sometimes what we often regret comes from procrastination. I just gave you some examples just a few seconds ago. Sometimes we only procrastinate because it's something that we regret from not doing or not following through on something. So it would be disheartening to later say, why did I put that off? Why didn't I follow through? Why did I wait? Why? You got the big question mark. Why? Why did I put it off? Why did I go in delay mode? Why didn't I just do it? If I had known I was going to be that powerful, If I had known I was going to do that and be that, why did I wait? So now you're in a place of regret, wishing and hoping, all because you gave up too soon. Now you're starting to regret, which means you're becoming repentant, disappointed, you're becoming remorseful. The very thing that you were procrastinating about, now you're regretting. The challenge here is this. Number one, I'm just going to be straight up. Number one, you got to stop procrastinating. You got to stop procrastinating. You have to be a go-getter. If you really want it that bad, you have to be a go-getter. You have to do it. I said this in one of the episodes. Self-determination or self-motivation, they're the same thing pretty much. It's not when you look at a thing and say, I want to be that, but actually looking at it and aiming towards it and actually going forward. That's what self-motivation is. That's what self-determination. I am determined to do this no matter how hard it is, no matter who's against me, no matter who supports me or who don't. I am determined to, as one of my friends always say, to fight to the bloody end. I'm determined to go through this because I see myself doing it. Sometimes you have to see yourself doing it, and that will take you out of procrastination. I see myself becoming this or becoming that or being this or being that or doing something that you like to do. And number two, look into time. There's nothing wrong with seeing yourself doing certain things. Do you see yourself doing certain things? Being something? Let me ask you this question. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What career choices you want to make? Do you have a strong support system? What's stopping you? Are you starting to regret that you didn't go to college or that you didn't go to a university, or are you starting to regret? And I'm not discouraging you. I'm just saying I don't want you in that place. And even if you are, you can come out of that place of regret. It just starts with stop procrastinating. And number two, see yourself doing that, accomplishing that. So many people have a history of starting something, but they never complete the task. If I were to ask you to raise your hands, man, you'd probably be like, that ain't me. That's not me, Henry. Well, I'll raise both of my hands. That's me. I don't do it a lot, but there are times where I'll start something and either I just forget to get back to it or I just don't want to do it. I want to encourage you to focus on that one thing you would like to do. I'm going to pause here for a second. What is that one thing you would like to do? Now that you know what you would like to do, this is what I want you to do. I want you to create a strategy, create a plan, and start it. Look into the future and see yourself not only doing it, but finishing it. There's a difference. Anybody can start something, but it takes a strong person to finish it. And even if you don't finish, don't bring yourself under guilt. Don't bring yourself under condemnation. You have so many chances to do and be what you want to be and do what you want to do. You will never get there by putting things off. Don't miss out on great opportunities. Don't find yourself regretting. This means that you need to have a strong determination. You have to literally see yourself not only doing it, but being it. I don't only see myself doing that, I see myself being that. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. I can do it. Do you have that determination today? Do you have that confidence in yourself today that you can do it? If you don't feel it, Henry, I just don't feel it. That sounds like a great message. I just don't feel. Let me tell you something. You can do it. You can do it. You're not a failure. You're not a disappointment. Sometimes we do things. Sometimes we do start, and maybe we did fail along the way, but we really did want to finish, but we never could. So we start to feel guilty about that. Or maybe you may start to question, why did I even start to begin with if I had known I was going to fail? Well, you have so many chances today, so many great opportunities today for you. So think about where you could be in 5 or 10 years from now if you stay persistent. I think it will blow your mind. Where would you be 5, 10 years from now if you keep doing what you're doing? What if I had delayed certain opportunities that was the key to my success? I think about my show. This upcoming December, I've been hosting the show for 10 years. I didn't always have all the cameras and all the stuff, and even the people I've interviewed. I mean, I'm not even going to name them, very famous people. You know, and in my own mind, I was thinking a few days ago when I was writing this message out, what if I would have said no? I'm not going to finish the show out. There was times where I wanted to give the show up. I would have missed the opportunity to interview Carden Pearson. I would have missed the opportunity to interview Dr. Charles Stanley. I would have missed the opportunity to interview Dr. Maya Angelou or Corman, Sandy Patty. Think about all these famous people, and that's just a few of them. You can find the rest of them on our YouTube channel. What if I would have gave up? But you know what I had to do at that time? I had to look into time and say, I see myself interviewing them. I see my show becoming successful, and it has become successful. It's not exactly where I wanted to be, but it is growing. It's reaching the masses. It's helping a lot of people, and that's why we're here. That's the motto of my show. Real love in a real world with relevant messages. That's what it's about. We want to bring relevance to you, things that are important to you. Oftentimes, I tap into the mind of the viewer. What are they thinking? What's on their mind? And I try to address that with my audience. So, all because I looked into time and I said, I think my show will do better. I will not stop right here. If I had stopped, I wouldn't have had all the great opportunities ahead of me. So this will require you to detach yourself from procrastination altogether. As long as you live in procrastination, you will never go forward, but will often find yourself regretting and asking yourself, why didn't I finish? And that's where I don't want you today. I don't want you in that place of complacency. I don't want you asking yourself, why didn't I finish? Why didn't I follow through? I don't want you there. There is a relationship between procrastination and regret. Quite frankly, you don't have to deal with neither of them. You can be strong and courageous, and you can be whatever you want to be. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. But what you have to do is, you have to actually get up and do it.
Hi, my name's Heather. Thank you for watching the Brother Henry and You Show today. If you've enjoyed the show today, visit us at facebook.com/The Brother Henry and You Show. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.